tucked into the southeastern slope of Calgary's bustling downtown, where the modern hum of the city life fades into birdsong and rustling leaves, lies a verdant oasis brimming with history, tranquility, and botanical wonders. Reader Rock Garden, a provincial historical resource and a designated National Historic Site of Canada, is one of Calgary's best-kept secrets, a place where horticulture meets heritage in stunning harmony. To understand the soul of Reader Rock Garden, one must first understand the man behind it. William Roland Reader, Calgary's Parks Superintendent from 1913 to 1942, was more than just a public servant. He was a visionary. When Reader looked at a barren, windswept hill near Union Cemetery in 1913, he just didn't see a challenging slope. He saw potential. Over the next 3 decades, Reader transformed this forgotten landscape into a pioneering alpine rock garden, importing and experimenting with over 4,000 plant species from around the world. Reader wasn't just planting for beauty, he tested what could survive in Calgary's unforgiving climate and thin soil, becoming a key figure in Western Canadian horticulture. His garden became an open-air laboratory and a quiet refuge for city dwellers alike. Visiting Reader Rock Garden today feels like stepping into a living storybook. The 1.5 hectare site is layered with intimate garden rooms, each with its own personality. Stone stairways wind through rockeries and perennial beds, connecting visitors to different elevations and viewpoints. You can follow a gentle path that leads to a bubbling stream, pause on a wooden bridge, or discover a bench nestled under a flowering tree. The garden's design still reflects Reader's original intentions. Its microclimates, small zones where temperature, light, and moisture vary, allow diverse species to thrive. You'll find alpine flowers, old world perennials, native prairie grasses, and even delicate shade-loving plants that flourish beneath mature trees. Look closely and you'll spot geological curiosities. Pieces of petrified wood and slabs of Tyndale limestone riddled with fossilized shrimp burrows. These aren't just decorative, they're a reminder of Calgary's ancient geological past, subtly layered into the garden's modern design. There's a lot to explore in this garden. Let's start off in the West Garden. This is perfect for a peaceful stroll, featuring a small pool, a meandering stream, and a quaint wooden bridge. In spring and summer, the area is alive with blooms and the buzz of pollinators. The high rockery is a dramatic highlight where stone retaining walls cradle rock garden plants and alpine shrubs. It's a popular spot for photographers and garden enthusiasts alike, offering unique textures and colors throughout the growing season. The garden by the house includes the restored superintendent's cottage and is now home to the Reader's Garden Café. It's surrounded by meticulously maintained beds of old-fashioned flowers. It's the ideal place to pause and enjoy a cup of coffee while soaking in the floral scenery. The south and western slopes form a naturalistic area. They're shaded by trees and ideal for reflection. These spaces create a soft, tranquil buffer between the garden and the Union Cemetery, with which it shares a historical connection. After Reader's death in 1943, the garden slowly fell into disrepair, but the legacy of the botanical pioneer was not forgotten. In the early 2000s, the city of Calgary launched a restoration project, guided by Reader's own notes, maps, and photographs, and by 2006, the garden was reopened to the public, carefully restored to mirror its original character while embracing some modern accessibilities. In 2018, Reader Rock Garden earned national recognition as a historical site in Canada, further cementing its place in Calgary's cultural landscape. If you plan to visit this location, it is located at 325 25th Ave Southeast in Calgary, Alberta. It's open daily from sunrise to sunset. Admission is free. There's limited parking available on 25th Ave Southeast. Wheelchair access to the east side of the house is available, but all the other routes would not be accessible. If you're taking public transportation, you want Route 10, stop 6797. And if you want a bite to eat or a drink, I would recommend the cafe right on site. The Reader's Garden Cafe has seasonal hours, but it also offers light meals, pastries, beverages. For those seeking a contemplative walk, a botanical exploration, or simply a break from the city's pace, Reader Rock Garden delivers. It's a place where the past and present flourish side by side, where every stone and flower bed has a purpose, and where William Reader's century-old dream still blossoms today. Some tips for travelers: bring yourself a camera. The light filtering through the trees makes for some stunning photographs. Visit in late spring or early summer for peak blooms. Quiet weekday mornings are the best time to enjoy the garden, as there is few visitors here. Combine your visit with a walk through Union Cemetery for a unique historical outing. Whether you're a tourist or a local Calgarian rediscovering your city, Reader Rock Garden is more than just a park. It's an experience of timeless beauty, lovingly cultivated for over a century. Admission here is free, and it's wheelchair accessible on the east side of the house. There's limited free parking and available on the west side garden via 25th Ave Southeast, or you can take public transportation here, accessible via Calgary Transit Route 10, stop number 6797. There's some amenities here, including the Reader Rock Garden Cafe, public washrooms, some benches, and a lot of walkways as well. So let's continue our walk through Reader Rock Garden and enjoy the botanical beauty it does offer. Thank you for joining me on this walk, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more videos like this, and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.